private company that we make deliveries of all kinds of different meats, similar to Tyson, but it's an independent company.
And you said you do what? What you said ice?
No. I drove a truck, down that way, out of Rome, Georgia. Here, it was doing different types of feeds. It was similar to Tyson.
Okay. Yeah, I do floors for a living. I clean floors.
They come back with that?
I said I clean floors for a living, like tile, VCT, and carpet. I clean floors.
Okay, clean floors, yeah. Things, the bottom's dropping out here. You were about a 2 there.
Oh, yeah. Same thing happens to me as well. I get you real good, and then you basically just completely drop out, and then you come right back in.
Yeah, that's kind of the way it's going tonight. I could turn the amp on if you need it.
No, it's fine. I can hear you.
I didn't get that one.
I said, it's fine. I can hear you just fine.
You right there now. Noise level's real clean tonight. Not much noise here at all, but you're right on top of it. That's kind of weird propagation going on.
Roger that. Yeah, I like I said, my noise is about between a 5.7 and a 5.5, so it's real noisy for me here.
Yeah, my noise down 1 to 2 somewhere in there, and you're most times you're hitting it sometimes, but most times you're up around 3 or 4 right now.
Okay, well, I appreciate the signal report. That's good to know. Usually, the southern states, I don't do too well on 40. I do better on 80. But usually 40, I can get, up in the northeast and maybe even the southwest. But here in the south, along with me, I don't do too well on 40.
Yeah, I hadn't been doing 80 here for a long time. I got this Wyndham up there just a couple of days ago, and been starting to listen on that one. I usually do 2015. That was where I was my home there for a long time. I was in the Navy on aircraft carrier in the Mediterranean, and we used 20 meters there. We had a depth straight CR4 system running 1,500 watts on a vertical. I think it was a Cushcraft or something, kind of a vertical, tri-band vertical. Was what you run phone faxes to the States back in the early 1970s. It'd be long before cell phones. So, that's where I like the point for that.
Yeah, I've only ever had one antenna. It's that in-fed half wave I'm talking on right now. Right now, actually, I'm 3D printing a center conductor or center insulator. I'm sorry, for a what would you call it? A dipole antenna, and wanted to see how that was going to work. I'm using PETG to print it, so it'll be a little bit better for the outside weather. So this is my first time making a center insulator with a 3D printer, but I'm going to try it out and see how well it works. PVC pipe, and they work out pretty well for me. I put some toroids in that, using 2 toroids, and for 4 to 1 the Wyndham. Okay, do you always use a balun, or do you just use it straight sometimes?
Sometimes it's straight on, but a Wyndham requires 4 to 1 match, so I want to take the local, feedback noise off. I'll put a balun on it. Usually, I want my own.
Oh, okay. What kind of toroids do you order?
What kind are they?
Roger.
Yeah, they come from Amazon, I think it is. They got a kit that you can make baluns with the kit. They send you the single toroid, the wire enough to do a 1-to-1 balun with it, and it runs you about $15. And I got these long wires and wound it for 4 to 1.
Okay, is that like is it like the 1 kilowatt antenna balun kit?
What again?
I'm looking at one here as a 1 kilowatt antenna balun kit with a T200 2-core.
Yeah. I think that's it.
Okay, I'm not really sure what the difference between like a T200 or an FT240 would be.
Well, the one I use is 240 dash. That they sent me.
You still there, David?
The balance. That's 240-31 ferrite balance.
You said an FT240 dash what now?
31.
Okay, and those have done pretty well for you?
Yeah, it's working great. Any problems with it at all. I put in a waterproof junction, electrical junction box. I just made a balun out of it, put some eyelets in it, and a 239 connector on the bottom, and it's up in the air.
Okay, well, I've got plenty of, I don't have any enameled, what do you call it, enameled wire winding or what you would call it, but I reckon you could just use a regular old solid core, what would you call it, like just the stuff that comes, the copper wire that comes out of the electrical cables?
Yeah, you can. I use number 16 red light, just braided wire. You need to put two different colors on it so you don't get mixed up with the connections. But I use number 16 and braided.
Okay, yeah, I have always wanted to make my own cores, but or what would you say? Yeah, the toroid cores, but I've never ordered any of the ferrite cores, so I probably need to do that at some point. I'm guessing which I don't run any power, so I don't really need anything over 100 watts. Is there any difference between the cores?
Not really. It depends on the size of wire you put on it mostly. The heavier the wire, the more current will carry.
Okay, yeah, well that's not an issue. I've got plenty of wire saved up in a box around back that I can use to wind the cores. I guess the ferrite core is the major thing that I need to know what the difference is between them.
14 will give you get 1,500 watts on number 14.
Okay, well, what about the ferrite toroid cores, the ferrites? Is there a difference between? Because I look it on here on a search. It's FT240. There's a 43, 61, 31, 77, 52. What's the difference between all those?
As the 240 is the size of it, 2.4 inches across it, and the number on it is the consistency of the ferrite, and I don't know how much difference it makes, a whole lot. I don't. The way I'm reading it doesn't depend on what you're doing. I guess the 240-31 is you can use pretty much for anything.
Okay, I mean, I've always wanted to make an off-center fed dipole, but I haven't had the cores to wind my own core or to wind my own transformer. So I need to do that at some point. You say that you could probably just use the 31s for basically anything.
Pretty much, yeah. The information I got was online, and it recommends you but I've seen other articles that use different ones that just work. You know, the off-center fed dipole or the Wyndham, you need like a 22-foot vertical coax of 50 ohms, and then you need a balun at the bottom of that, and you have to connect your feed line to that, and actual 22 foot of coax going up to the antenna is a radiator itself.
Oh, okay. I thought you had one leg of the dipole was longer than the other side.
Yeah, it's usually 3 to 1. What I got up here is 83 or 83 feet and 50 feet, and the vertical is 22 feet. So 33 feet. You can trim it back and forth a little bit, clip the ends, and change the SWR, the match up on it, and you can run it without a tuner.
Yeah, I don't have a tuner for my radio. I've got the Kenwood TS590, and it's got a decent tuner in. It's not the greatest. I think it'll do. Maybe 10 to 1 or 11 to 1, something like that. It'll go that high.
Yeah, I got one too. I've got an amplifier on this thing here, and I got a 600 watt tuner, so I'm not using it now.
Okay, let me ask you this: Can you make the? Would it be better to make them with twin lead, or can you just the reason you use twin lead is to keep from having to reduce the impedance so much, right? What's that?
I missed a little bit of that.
Oh, I've seen people make dipoles with twin lead instead of coax. That's to keep from having to back down the impedance so much, correct?
Yeah, you got to match it though.
Yeah, of course. At some point. So you use those with a tuner, correct?
Yeah, normally.
Okay, that's what I thought. Like I said, I've asked or kind of searched around a little bit about it, but some of it doesn't make a whole lot of sense until you put it into practice. But so let me ask you this: Can you use just like an equally spaced dipole? Is the impedance of it just like I guess you would call it a G5 RV. I'm assuming that's what a Wyndham is. That would be an impedance of 50 ohms, correct?
No, the G5RG is not a Wyndham. A Wyndham is an off-center fed dipole. It's just a particular kind of one.
Oh, okay. I guess I'll have to look that up. Now, just say if you put up, let's just say for instance a 20-meter dipole, and you've got both legs that are the same length on each side of the dipole, would the impedance be 50 ohms in the middle?
Normal dipole, half-wave dipole, the impedance is 75 ohms. It has been since day one, forever, and you can use RG6 or TV this plays going 50 ohms, and it's close enough to the 75 ohm match on the antenna that you don't really need anything to match it up usually. And but if you want to go a cheap way, you get some RG6, and it's a whole lot cheaper than RG8 or 8X.
Yeah, I've got some RG6 up in the attic, but I thought the only one that used that was a what do you call it, a loop?
Come again, you're fading a little bit.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. I was under the impression that the only time that you really used the RG6 was if you were making like a delta loop.
No, that's a dipole. Way back when I started, that's all we had to use was RG6. It wasn't RG6, it was RG59, and which is 75 ohms. It's or twin lead, TV twin lead, and on a folded dipole, you could do it that way. And that's you can't get twin lead anymore like that. TV cable, but the normal impedance of a straight dipole, equal sided dipole, any frequency you want to go with, anywhere from 40 to 10 meters, 6 meters, is 75 ohms. And like I say, everybody uses 50 ohm cable because it's a whole lot easier to work with. And RG6 is a bear to put a 259 plug on.
Oh yeah, I understand that. Well, of course, I've got the connectors to do it. They make them. I've got some down here in my little tackle box that I have everything in. It's basically a crimp on. It doesn't work that well, but I do have them. But yeah, I would much prefer to use the PL 259s. But yeah, I guess I'd still like to try it out with it's got an what do you call it, an SO 239 on the thing that I'm printing, so it's probably going to be easier to use that with this antenna. So I'm guessing I see a lot of people using the 4-to-1 balance. Which antenna is that made for?
That's the Wyndham or the off-center fit dipole, and there's some other ones that can need that for as well.
Okay, yeah, well that's one thing I've wanted to try to make at some point, and I got to kind of researching it, and then I had something come up, and I got busy, so I just kind of let it fall to the side. But yeah, I guess the main on the cores, the toroid cores or the ferrite cores, whatever you call them. The main thing is the size really isn't the biggest thing. It's just as long as you can get the number of wraps you need, right?
That's pretty much it.
Okay, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. So I guess the higher so the second number, like an FT2 240-43, I'm guessing like they've got a bunch of different, like you said, it's kind of like the composition. The higher that number is, I'm guessing the more expensive it is and the more efficient.
Well, not really. For different applications.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll have to order some of those. Does it matter? I'm guessing it doesn't matter if you've got a box that you put it in. It doesn't matter if it's coated or not.
No, it doesn't really matter if the wire's coated. Well, we have to be insulated, but the box I'm getting, I get at Home Depot. They're junction boxes. They're gray junction boxes. They're sealed against the weather, and you can just hang them up in the air, and they're out of the weather. Anything inside of them's out of the weather.
Oh yeah. I've got a like I said, I've got my infed half wave, and that's what I use for my 49-to-1 transformer. Is I've got that weatherproof junction box, and in that is my core with my toroid core. And that, yeah, like I said, I really like this antenna, but I want to see what the difference is between this and an off-center fed, because I heard a lot of people say that, the advantages of an off-center fed is probably a little bit less noise. Did I lose you there?
Yeah, a little bit.
That band's not being very nice tonight, is it?
No, it's hard to deal with.
Well, that's okay. Well, we can cut it short, and I'm going to go call CQ. Thanks for all the information. I appreciate it.
Well, I hope it helps you out. I've been at it for long. 1963.
Yeah, I'm relatively young. I'm only 31, so I've only been a ham for probably 7 or 8 years.
Well, you keep at it, and you learn all this stuff, and you keep putting it in the archives, and it'll come out sooner or later.
Oh yeah, somebody's going to ask you about it.
You want to do, you'll find it.
All right, well, I appreciate it. It's good making good contact with you. This is November 5, Delta Oscar Tango for WB4 IKR. David, it's been a pleasure, and I'm going to say 73 for now.
All right, we'll talk again. WB4 IKR,
73. This is November 5, Delta Oscar Tango, calling CQ. November 5, Delta Oscar Tango, 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 CQ, CQ, 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 CQ. N5 DOT, CQ, CQ, CQ. November 5, Delta Oscar Tango, 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 CQ, CQ, CQ.
Kilo Golf 5, November, Papa Uniform.
I heard a Kilo Golf 5. What was the rest of it?
Kilo Golf 5, November, Papa Uniform.
Alright, I got it that time. Kilo Golf 5, November Papa Uniform. This is November 5, Delta Oscar Tango, and I am in Picayune, Mississippi. Where about you coming from?
Yeah, you're fading in and out pretty bad. I'm in Central Texas, near Kerrville. Just taking refuge from the ice.
Oh, I heard about that. I saw on the internet y'all had a big old pile up over there.
Yeah, I think I've just about lost you. I checked my antenna a little bit ago and it had a half-inch ice on it, so it's probably not functioning very well.
Well, I can hear you just fine. You probably can't hear me very well.
N5 DOT, I'm sorry I can't hear you out completely. So this is KG5 NPU and 73.
Well, I hate we couldn't make a contact there. You sound pretty good here in Picayune, Mississippi, but that's all right. If you hear me any better later, come on back. This is November 5, Delta Oscar Tango, calling CQ, CQ, CQ.
November 5, Delta Oscar Tango.
This is Alpha Indy 5 Alpha Golf.
November Lima Echo.
I heard a November Lima Echo. What was the prefix?
November Lima Echo.
All right, Kilo Echo 8, November Lima Echo. This is November 5, Delta Oscar Tango out of Picayune, Mississippi. Where are you coming from?
Kalamazoo, Michigan. Right here, the home of Gibson Guitars and Checker Cabs. Kalamazoo, Michigan. Name here is Mike, and yours?
Name here is Randy, Romeo Alpha November Delta Yankee.
To meet you there, Randy. You're coming here about a 5757 into Kalamazoo tonight. I got a whole lot of noise, so you're just above that level.
Yeah, I've got the same amount of noise as you do. It's pretty noisy here, too. We'll just do a 5-7 both ways. How's that sound?
Hey, sounds great. 5-7 both ways. Nice to meet you tonight. And hopefully find you when the fan works a little bit better for us.
Yeah, it sounds good to me. Thanks for making contact with me. I got some other stations there. I'm going to say 73 for now. QRZ.
73. CQ. This is Alpha Indy 5, Alpha Golf.
Alpha India 5. What was the rest of it? Alpha India 5, Alpha Golf out of Texas. Okay, you're sounding pretty good out of Texas. Like I was just saying, the band is real noisy right now, but you still sound pretty good. You're coming in about a 5.9 when you're coming in. Okay, I think I lost you there. Could you give me a signal report? Five over 7. Okay, 5 over 7. I've got you at a 5.9 when you're in. You dropped at about a 5.5 there, but we'll just give you a 5.9 anyway, just to be nice.
Well, keep talking. I'm sure it'll get up a little higher. I've kind of got well, we're trying to do what I paid for it to do.
Okay, yeah, you faded on me real good there for a minute, but yeah, I heard you say to keep talking, so I'm gonna keep talking. Band's real noisy tonight. I just talked to another fella from Texas, and he lost me, so hopefully you can still hear me. Roger. Picayune, Mississippi, about an hour north of New Orleans.
Yeah, I know where that is. I used to work in New Orleans and then went over to Pensacola and Mobile.
Okay, yeah, all the way down I-10. Yeah, I do a little bit of work myself in New Orleans. Not too terribly much anymore, but every once in a while I'll be headed to New Orleans tomorrow. I'm sorry, I didn't catch the last of that. What was that?
New Orleans East, after Katrina, it looked like a ghost town over there.
New Orleans East is doing pretty well. I mean, you got all of those Dalmatians over there, and they now the Six Flags has pretty much been closed down ever since then. But yeah, they got a few industrial parks around there.
Katrina, we had to fly over and see what our network was looking like, see what we were up against, and my goodness, even the air traffic control system was on a very shrunken down military controller, only letting us have 20 planes in the sky.
Okay, are you in the are you just a pilot, or are you in the service?
Actually working for Alltel at that time.
Did you say like Altel, like the phone service?
Right. Yeah, well, I was an engineer for Altel, and right after Katrina came and just blew down, Gulfport, Mississippi, like matchsticks. We had to fly over and see everything, see what we were up against, because we had a lot of network to rebuild at that time.
Oh yeah, Roger that. Altel got bought by who did they get bought by?
Say again. I missed the last part.
Who did Altel get bought out by?
Oh, Verizon bought Altel.
Verizon, okay. Yeah, I couldn't remember, but I knew they got bought a long time ago because we used to have one up in Laurel, Mississippi. I used to live not far from there, and I knew that the building that they were in, they got it changed into a Cellular South, and then Cellular South turned to C Spire, and I think they moved out of that building, and now it's a Verizon building. So go figure.
Of finance and accounting.
Oh yeah, and just here recently, T-Mobile acquired Sprint. I didn't figure Sprint would ever go anywhere, but hey, I guess it's for the best.
Yeah, Sprint had a really good niche, that radio call somebody, that really worked really well. But when they got taken over by T-Mobile, and they went ahead and put those services in sunset, it kind of changed the whole flavor of communications, and they had to go back and start using regular telephones, and push-to-talk services going away.
Yeah, I heard that. Yeah, basically everything's cellular now, and the bad thing is when you get the power goes down, you can't talk. So it's nice to have the ability to do this with what we're doing.
Yeah, that's for sure. Yeah, that is for sure. Yeah, well, I'm surprised how much ham radio has taken off as far as all the features in the last 20 years. It's amazing what kind of features you can get in the equipment these days.
Yeah, it's been crazy having the SDRs in the radios. Yeah, I can remember back when it was the newest thing was the big hottest thing was the touchscreen. If you had a touchscreen, you were somebody fancy. But now, if you have an SDR on your built into your radio, now it's fancy. And even that, you can even remote into some of these radios that have Wi-Fi on them now. It's just crazy the amount of leaps and bounds we've done in the technology in the last decade is just amazing.
Yeah, totally agree, and you can get it done without having to spend a megabucks.
Yeah, well, for some people anyway, $2,000 to spend on a radio is a lot for me, but for some people it's not that big of a deal. Of course I'm young, so it may change, when I get a little bit older.
Oh yeah, well, it was that way for me too. I don't have big budgets for things like these. This is just a hobby, but it's a fun hobby. I kind of do it also in the for a living, but now I've taken over some different types of services and got away from the operations. But it's a lot of fun. Propagation analysis. I used to have a job as a test man. Can you hear me now?
Yeah. You were the guy doing that?
Yep, sure was. I had it from 1995 to 2000.
Oh, geez. So you went around checking the reception of the towers?
Yeah, that's right. And we had to make sure that there was no interference, and just make sure signal, return power on path, and all that kind of stuff. We even did some signal surveys going out in the Gulf of Mexico to see how far those towers can get out over the off from the beach and shoreline.
Okay, yeah, just because I'm curious, how far did it usually go?
Well, it used to go out about 26 miles, and some of those carriers would drop a have any
Alright, it took a fade on me. You still there?
alarms here. I'm going to have to check in and investigate.
Okay.
I think we'll have to go ahead and put the 73 on this call. It's been nice talking to you.
Oh yeah, it's been a pleasure. Thanks for making contact with me, and I'll catch you next time. This is N5DOT 73. November 5, Delta Oscar Tango, CQ, CQ, CQ. 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 Alrighty, I think that's about good.